Hello everyone, and welcome back to Maggie and Ferocious Mondays. Today we'll be reviewing our third episode of Season 2 of Maggie and the Ferocious Beast. Starting with our first segment, Season 2, Episode 3A, just a little off the top. In this episode, Maggie brings a wagon load of barbershop goods and proceeds to clip hair and buff nails. Once Rudy and Nedley arrive to complete a foursome with Beast and Hamilton, a barbershop quartet starts up complete with straw hats. Now, this one is one of my all-time favorites. I'm going to just say it now. It's one of my all-time favorites. Listen, I'm going to say this right here, right now. If it wasn't for Jack's Big Music Show with the Schwartzman Quartet, I would have never, okay, and I mean never, have had my obsession and love with quartets. I would have never, absolutely. Like those guys, they're my MVP when it comes to quartets. Okay? Not to mention they in one episode they literally dressed up as a barbershop quartet, and the song is literally called Barbershop Quartet. If you guys haven't seen it, or just in case, I'll leave it down in the description below, just in case if you guys want to see it, because it's one of my favorites. I don't know if I'll find the exact one without like any altered audio, because sometimes I've seen like clips of the show nowadays a little bit altered whenever it comes to the Schwartzman Quartet singing, maybe due to copyright. Sometimes it's pitched or not, but anyway, we're not talking about Jackson's music, we're talking about this show. I'm sorry. But yeah, and I absolutely love how at first everybody's a little bit iffy when it comes to like Maggie cutting their hair. Well, I mean, only Hamilton. I feel like the very beginning doesn't really matter to the plot, but I'm gonna just talk about it anyway. Hamilton and Beast are just kind of bored. And I like when it comes to this type of trope, like most episodes, Hamilton and Beast, they don't have nothing to do, but then when Maggie comes, of course, all their worries go away, because she's the one that thinks of the best ideas. She does. And I feel like this one might have to be her best one, because this whole concept is really fun. It's really fun. And when they said that and she asked, "What's wrong?" And they say, "Everything. We're bored." And she said, "Well, we can't have that. Besides, I have some things. I have some things here." And then she says to go get Rudy and Nedley. Thankfully, we see Nedley in a better light this episode, thank God, without stealing anybody. Well, not stealing. Never mind. But they bring Rudy and Nedley over, and she sets up, and she reveals that they're gonna play barbershop, and she's gonna reveal that she's gonna be doing the hair cutting, which, I mean, as someone who owns dolls, I'm gonna tell you this now. And in the universe, these are her toys. It's kind of a little bit creepy, because I'm gonna tell you this now. I wash my hair. I trim my doll's hair whenever one strand is longer than the others, okay? I don't do anything else when it comes to their hair, okay? Anything else. Most kids nowadays, they'll just pick up scissors and just like cut full chunks. No, that's not me. That's not me. If you was once one of those kids, then if you was once one of those kids, then I mean, I hope you grew out of it, because like that doesn't worry you, like cutting off chunks of your doll's hair, a bald spot, like, my God, my goodness. I'm not trying to offend anybody, but yeah. And then she reveals that since there's four of you, we're gonna have a barbershop quartet. And that's when Bee suggests, "Are we gonna have straw hats?" And then she says, and Nedley says, "Oh yeah, we must have straw hats." And but then Beast talks about Rudy's hat, and Maggie says that they're gonna find something that will make it work, because his hat's glued onto his head, it can't come off. And then we have Hamilton pulling out the piano. And I'm gonna sing this song during the end, but I feel like this song is one of my top 3 favorites in the song, along with a whole episode dedicated to a specific character's song, and Hamilton's song Paper Flowers Bloom. It's so good. And after he sings the song, everybody's applauding him, especially with B saying, "Great googly moogly, Hamilton. Your songs are just as good as your pumpkin muffins." Which is true. I can't deny. If I had to choose the songs or his pumpkin muffins, I'm gonna have to go with both, because they're both just as good in their own way. Yep. Only one of them you can eat. I had to. But when it's finally time to have everybody have their haircut, I like how Hamilton, it's his turn, and he's a little bit nervous, but then all the rest of them, they're just staring at him. And then Maggie said, "Gentlemen, please have a seat." And not even a moment too soon, when B sits down on his chair, immediately he breaks it, which I didn't expect less. So yeah. And then what Maggie does, I won't say what she does to Hamilton's hair, but let's just say it's not too much, nor is it too little. And I feel like if this was to be his permanent style for the rest of the show, I wouldn't be mad at it. I wouldn't be mad. And I like it when he says, I liked how it looked before. And she said, "You look very handsome." And with I'm so sorry about that, Boom. I don't know what that was. But when it comes to Rudy's turn, he says quite, I was kind of scared when I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry. When it came to Rudy, Maggie, he asked Maggie, you're not gonna cut up my hat, are you?" And luckily that's not the case. She says, "Of course not. I'll file your nails." Which I know he likes that, because who doesn't like a nice little filing on the nails, on the tootsies? Who doesn't? And the next scene, we cut to Rudy's ears being brushed, which I know was the most relaxing thing ever. Because what animal do you do not know that doesn't like to get brushed? And off screen, we realized that Beast had his horns polished by Maggie, which I know he really liked as well. I know he liked as well. And then it's finally time for them to do their quartet. And then Maggie reveals that she made all straw hats for them. She made straw hats for them, which looked amazing, and they're all individual in their own way, so they don't look samey. Hamilton's looks normal. Beast is by far my favorite, because Maggie cut a whole hole into the hat so he can wear it over one of his horns. She cut little holes for Nedley's hat so his ears can stick out, and she made a hat big enough for Rudy to fit over his hat he already has on his head, which I love that. And then it's time for them to make like little cardstock mustaches, and all of them are so individual. It's just so perfect. And that was finally time for their quartet, which the ending part is so good. And I love it when on some rare occasions they end off an episode with a song. This is one of the best examples ever. And as a dedicated fan of the show, I will be happy to sing it. Follow the path to nowhere land, beyond the willow trees. You'll find a beach with sparkling sand, kissed by an ocean breeze. Strong from the walnut umbrella trees, drink from a lemonade spring, then rest for a while at the river of dreams. Everyone join in and sing. Follow the path to nowhere land, find time to spend part of each day in a world we'll create. Please don't be late. Take my hand and we're on our way. Still is, in my opinion, one of the most iconic moments in the series. In my opinion. It was so good. I'm so happy this episode ended off on a song. I'm so happy. This whole episode was so good. I loved it. any music-based centric episode in this show, I'm all the way here for it. And I'm not even going to stall. This episode's getting a 10. I loved it. It's one of my absolute favorite ones from my childhood. It's honestly one of my all-time favorites. It's so, so, so good. And I can't recommend this episode enough. It's too good. It's too good. It's too good. Speaking of good episodes, next time we're going to be reviewing another one of my all-time favorites. Not only my favorite, but also pretty heartwarming as well. So, tune in with me next time as we'll be reviewing our second segment of our third batch of episodes of Season 2. Season 2, Episode 3B, Little Pig Lost. See you all next time. Great, googly moogly.